Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? Oh boy, it's so sick to be back. Apologies, everyone's saying I'm late. I do enjoy a little pre-show. I've just been sat at my desk, to be honest. I had to post a very exciting Instagram, which I'll chat to very quickly. Let me turn on the trailer's audio there. Oh, it's nice to be back, isn't it? Come on. I bloody love these live streams. And yeah, it's an absolute honour to be joined by so many of you tonight. But yeah, just for future reference, if I say I'm going live at a time, I like to have a little pre-show just to give you guys time. Because the amount of times I'll like, if like a TV show or something starts on the hour, I'll be like running about manically in like the first few minutes. So yeah, I'm normally late to things, put it that way. So yeah, always allow like 5 minutes or so. But I like a good pre-show. It builds a hype up, doesn't it? How are we all doing though, everyone? How are we all doing? Who have we got in the chat? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's not ideal. Let me know if the quality drops or anything, guys. I don't know why that's happening. It looks good on my end. But let me know. Connected via Ethernet, so there shouldn't be any issues. Although we did have a lightning storm today, so who knows? Maybe that's messed things up. Right, let's jump into the chat. As I said, I haven't done a stream since obviously the Fright Nights announcements back at the end of like August, and obviously missed the very last one of that. So we've got to talk about Stitches in this stream. I haven't really spoken about that at all on the channel. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Fright Nights, which literally starts this week. We're going to chat about some other Halloween events. We're obviously going to talk about SLK SDN Unlocked, which I've just announced some big things over on my Instagram and Twitter. As for when tickets are being released for that. So we'll definitely have a chat about that in the chat and chat about what we can expect from SLK SDN Unlocked this year. And I believe we're also going to be joined by Thorpe Park themselves a little bit later on. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask them about this year's Fright Nights and the future, well, we'll try and keep it Fright Nights related, then you'll have the opportunity to ask the official Thorpe Park account those questions. But yeah, as I said, let's jump into the chat. Who have we got? I've seen Lewis Stewart kicking about. Absolute legend. We got Theme Park Callum in the chat. We've got Blair in the chat. I'll chat more about Blair a little bit later on, but so nice to be joined by you, Blair. Thanks for being here. We got Dominic Gardner in the chat. I think I saw Karen Silkstone as well. Come on. So much love to everyone that's here right now. What else have we got? We got Sophia. How you doing, Sophia? Good evening. We've got Evie. So yeah, I just thought, with it being Fright Nights week, I'd jump back on. We've got Pokey D. Bloody hell, the chat is moving too quick. I can't even keep up. Got Thorpe Park Dan. Big shout out to everyone that is here right now. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm so excited to kind of chat with you guys about this year's Fright Nights. It's been sad. I haven't uploaded being the key word here, a single Fright Nights construction update this year, which is actually so sad. Now I say uploaded because I actually filmed one. I couldn't resist missing out on it, and when we got back from Florida, it was on one of the closed days as well. So as there wasn't a lot of construction going on because it was pouring with rain. So this whole video I'm just walking around with my umbrella. But I did film one. I went to every single attraction that had been announced and spoke about them all at length. But it was just the editing. I haven't had time to go and edit it, so yeah, it's just not going to get released
this weekend. Can't wait you going?
Big up, Leo. Thank you so much for the super chat. Going Towers this weekend. Can't wait you going. So I'll be chatting about all of my theme park Halloween plans in this stream. But yeah, I believe so. Obviously, you know me and the boys. We're quite last minute with everything. But I think we're going to try and get up to Towers this weekend. Not sure which day yet, though. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. So yeah, going back to where I was. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, you should be able to. I got panicked then. I saw a mic cut out. I think it should be all good. I can see it coming through on here. Apologies, I might have kicked the wire accidentally. But yeah, I filmed a full construction update. Just didn't upload it. Didn't get around to editing it. I've been so busy with like the lead up to Fright Nights, and obviously I'm now in a position where I'm working on aspects of like Fright Nights and stuff. It's so sick. But it means I haven't been able to film an update, which is, I genuinely think it's so sad, because those were some of my favourite videos to upload back in the day. Like, that's what made me fall in love with Thorpe Park and Fright Nights. Me and Kieran would go down Monk's Walk, look at the Blair Witch construction, look at the Platform 15 construction. Yeah, we literally watched the Walking Dead Living Nightmare. We used to like stick our camera over the old
SLKSTN event.
Crazy. So yeah, it's so sad that I haven't uploaded one this year. I'm so sorry. I did film one though, I tried. Big up Dominic for the super chat. Bring on SLKSTN event. Yeah, we're going to be chatting about that a lot in today's stream. I'm so excited
Jack.
for it.
How are you doing?
Big up Luke, how you doing?
Very excited for Fright Nights not long now. What are you most excited to experience this year's Fright Nights?
Thank you for the super chat, Luke. We will be chatting all about this year's Fright Nights in this stream, obviously. Big up Oscar's airtime. How you doing, bro? Yeah, and yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys are most excited for. I will be telling you what I'm most excited
Jack,
for
I'm
in a little
going
bit.
How about you?
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Luke. I'm excited to answer that question. Big up Jay Moley, thanks for the super chat. Hey Jack, I'm going the 7th. How about you? I'm there a hell of a lot. I'm literally there a week from this point.
Let's go.
Yeah, because we've got obviously fake nights is coming up, press nights coming up, opening nights coming up, and I'm going to be at all of those, and I can't wait. I'm going to be busy working on them. I'm literally going to be so rushed on those days, but yeah, very excited. Thank you for the super chat though. I think I missed one. Big up Oscar. Can't wait for Sunday. Let's go. I'm guessing you're going on Sunday. I hope you have a brilliant time. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear what you guys are most excited for at this year's Fright Nights. Because obviously, I would have spoken about that on my final kind of announcement stream where Stitches got announced, but we were like 30,000 feet in the air up on an aeroplane, so wasn't able to join in or like live stream, which is very sad. But the reaction to Stitches was very, very cool. But we will talk about that more in a little bit, because if you follow me over on Instagram, I hope my screen record's working, because I haven't actually tested it. So let's have a look. Probably should have done this before the stream started, shouldn't I? Right, you're gonna have to bear with. I'm gonna jump over to my Instagram. As you can see, it's absolutely massive currently. Let's make that a little bit smaller. So yeah, as you can see, the most recent upload over here. Where is it? Down there, down there. Whoop, right in that corner. We've got SLKSTN unlocked. Official poster for this year. There she is. Actually, let me get my Twitter one up, because I prefer the Twitter one, to be honest. There she is. Look at that, guys. That's the official poster for this year. Obviously, last year we had this kind of artwork, which was designed. I worked on it with an amazingly talented guy called Toby. Massive shout out to Toby. And yeah, we kind of created that bad boy together. Very happy with it. It went down very well last year. As you can see, it was on the maps and everything. But yeah, this year we've got a new design. It's a new event, so we've got a new design, and there it is. And yeah, as you can see, the kind of big announcement, I'd say, is that tickets are out on the 11th of October. You know, now you might be thinking, oh, that's a long way away. Got to wait a while for that. But the reason I'm doing that is just so I can make sure that the ticket release and everything goes out as smoothly as possible. Because basically, it's a big deal. Like, it's an event. You're going to be paying for a ticket to come along, so I need to make sure that everything is sorted. And obviously, this is a super busy week for me, with Fright Nights starting and everything. So I just want to make sure that I've got enough time. I've tested everything to make sure that everything goes smoothly.
My team front row will be jumping
Tickets will be released at this.
Is there any chance that mazes become free again?
Big up Archie. Is there any chance that mazes become free again? I think that issue that Thorpe Park had back in the day was that the mazes got so busy when they were free and people were queuing for like 3 hours. So I think, unfortunately, it was inevitable that Fright Nights would become a kind of paid experience where you had to pay to do the mazes. It is unfortunate. I always said I'd love to see them remain free, but I think with the popularity of Fright Nights and the kind of how busy it gets, it was unfortunately always going to happen, which is a shame. But if you guys get tickets to SLK Unlocked, every maze is free. You can do them as many times as you want.
I am so excited for Thorpe Fight Night and Nemesis and Project Exodus, and I am a big fan of your work, mate. Love to meet you one day.
Thank you for the super chat. I'll get back to that right in a second. There's a lot of super chats coming through. But yeah, basically, the beauty of SLK Unlocked is, of course, that I'm renting out Fright Nights. So I don't need to charge tickets. Like, there's a limited amount of tickets that will be on sale, which means the queues are going to be minimal. You're going to be able to do the mazes as many times as you want, as many times as you can. Like, you can just, if you want to, you can just go round and round and round and round in stitches all night long. It's completely up to you how you want to do it. But yeah, there you go. There is our official poster for this year, and I've got to give a massive shout out to Blair, who did all of the cartoon drawings within this poster. That's this is the account. Go and drop a follow. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, amazing drawings. It's kind of what got me the attention, and there you go. Yeah, did all the cartoon work, which is insane. So thank you so much to Blair.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will go and catch up on all of these super chats. I just wanted to show you guys the brand new poster for this year.
Are you taking your mum this year with backup?
Right, apologies. As I said, I missed quite a few super chats there, and I never want to miss a super chat. I always want to give them my attention. Let me go over here. Right, so what did I miss? Is there any? Thank you, Aiden, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Theme Park Inverter said, "Does Panic Sweep?" We're going to be chatting about not only Fright Nights, but other events, including Scarefest. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the stream, but thank you for the super chat, Theme Park Inverter. Theme Park 2030, Brendan, Oliver, Molly and Daniel said, "I'm so excited for Thorpe Park Fright Nights and Nemesis and Project Exodus, and I'm a big fan of your work, mate. Love to meet you one day." Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I am also very excited for all of those things. I think in order of things I'm most excited for, it's got to be Project Exodus at the top, then Fright Nights, this year's Fright Nights, and then Nemesis. Although Fright Nights is literally here, like, it's all very exciting. And yeah, obviously loads of exciting things going on with Exodus as well. Very cool. And then I don't know if this super chat showed up, but thank you very much, Jay Moley. Are you taking your mum this year with backup? Yep, we have got a trip planned with Big Karen Silkstone. She's a little bit scared for survival games. Certain actors in there have been threatening her in a funny way. In a funny way. She's not actually going to get violated. Well, she will get violated, but bless her. No, I'm very excited to head to Fright Nights with Big Karen Silkstone. There should be a vlog from that day as well. So yeah, always one of my favourite days of the year. So very, very much looking forward to that. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get that poster back out. It's going to be massive, guys. I'm warning you right now. It's going to be absolutely huge. Oh my god. Right, let me make that smaller. I was trying to sort this out at the start of the stream, but it wasn't going very well, so I was just like, I'm going to have to do it during the stream. And I knew it was going to be absolutely massive. So let me make it smaller for you guys. Oh, you can't say I'm not professional. Oh dear, dearie me. Right, let me stick that over here. And before we chat about just Fright Nights in general and all of that stuff, if you guys, which way am I going? This way. If you guys have any questions about SOK STN Unlocked this year, then let me know. Let me know. Feel free to ask them. I can't guarantee I'll be able to answer all of them. But if you do even head over to... Oh, apologies. If you do head over to sokscn.co.uk, there's already some information on here regarding it. But yeah, if you've got any questions right now, I'll try my best to answer them. Dominic Gardner said, can you show us a preview of the new merch for the event? Not yet, Dominic, not yet. But it obviously, yeah, it will incorporate this design over here. It will incorporate, if it happens. I'm in the final stages of working on the merch for the event. So yeah, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to make any promises that I won't be able to keep, but I am very much planning on getting merch for the event. It's just quite a long and complicated process, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there with it.
Yeah, my team front row will be jumping a train. Got the merch on repping
Big up,
SLK.
John. Thanks for the super chat.
Lewis is the scariest guy ever.
Lewis is the scariest guy ever. I think I know which Lewis you mean. Right, sorry, let me get back to the questions. A lot of people I see are saying how much of a ticket. Now, if it, currently on the website, I've put to be confirmed because I unfortunately can't give you a solid price right now. However, I do not plan on changing it much from last year. And obviously last year, as far as I'm aware, it was £40 with a few website fees and stuff. Now, naturally,
yeah, my
prices have gone up,
jumping a train. Got the merch
but
on
I'm
repping
trying to combat
SLK.
that in different ways.
Hijackal,
So,
a documentary for Fright Nights 2023.
thank you. I'll get back to the super chat in a second. Yeah, I'm still working on an exact price, but basically, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep it as close to what it was last year as possible. Basically, it's a very tricky one. Obviously, it's a monster of an event to organise. There's so many different aspects to it, and I'm trying to make it bigger and better this year. Sorry. So yeah, I unfortunately can't give a solid price yet. As soon as I do get a price,
got the merch on repping SLK.
I will
Karen,
put it on
I'm
the
in the
website.
game
I will
already
advertise
waiting
how
for
much
you.
it will be, because I know it's good to know, isn't it? Like, you can save up and like, it's good to know. So yeah, as soon as I do get a solid price, obviously I need to check with the park and like work with the park on a solid price, but I'm trying to keep it as close to last year as possible. And last year it was £40 with a few website fees here and there. So yeah, believe me, I'm trying my best to keep it as close to that as possible. And yeah, I don't do this event to make money at all. Like, I'm trying to keep the price as low as it possibly can be, basically. That's as good as I can answer that question, unfortunately. I wish I had a price ready to give you guys now, but as soon as I get one, I'll let you guys know. What other questions have we got? Are rides open in Unlocked? No. No rides at all. I'd love to be able to have rides, but they are ridiculously expensive, to be honest, and it's a Fright Nights event, so I don't think we need rides. What other questions have we got? What date are you at Fright Nights? To be honest, I'll be at Fright Nights. I load this year, but I will definitely be there. I keep getting the wrong date. On this day, where is it? Down there. The 2nd of November, obviously when this event is. I'll be there, of course. Me and all the boys will be there. Oh, I believe we've got Thorpe Park in the chat. Come on. As I said, we'll, if you guys have any questions for them, we'll get onto that in a little bit. But yeah, any questions you've got regarding the event, let me know. What time does it start? So, last year, I only found this out because I literally looked on my map. Last year, apparently gates open at 5:30.
Yeah,
and then Mazes
open
at 6:30.
Got the
I
merch on,
think
reppin'
it'll be
SLK.
around those similar
Lewis
kind of
is the
times
best
this year.
yodeler on earth.
Yeah, timing wise, it will be similar to that kind of time this year, around 6:30.
Yeah, my team front row
1
when we
a.m.
jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Leanne, my mum, is your biggest fan.
Apologies. Let's let me answer these super chats real quick. Thank you, Red Lightning Gaming 10 for the super chat. Hijack Will, a documentary for Fright Nights 2023. Probably. We've filmed a load of stuff and still are filming it. So I don't see why there shouldn't be. I don't know when I'm going to release it. Maybe even like next year, just before next year's Fright Nights rollout starts. But yeah, we've definitely got enough footage for another behind the scenes of this year's Fright Nights already, and it hasn't even started yet. Big up Mateo in the for the super chat. Sorry, Karen, I'm in the game already, waiting for you. Oh boy, leave my poor mum alone. She's not gonna come out of Survivor Games alive. Big up Holly Rigby for the super chat. Leanne, my mum is your biggest fan. Thank you very much, Leanne, and thank you for the super chat, Holly. And John Witten, thank you for the super chat. Lewis is the best yodeler on earth. Is he now? I'll have to take your word for it. Right, apologies. Let's get back to any questions you guys have. Big up Polly, how you doing? Sam Costello, you absolute rascal. Do you take Merlin discount? No, unfortunately, there is no Merlin discount available for SLK STL unlocked tickets. Will the mazes and scare zones be open during the after party? So no, mazes will be open. I unfortunately don't have a solid time yet, but they'll open at 6:30, I think, up until about 9. We'll then head over and watch the Amity dance together, and then after the Amity dance,
Yeah, my team
at
front
about
row when we
9:30,
jump on a train.
we'll then
Got the
head
merch
over
on,
to the
reppin'
after party,
SLK.
which will go from about 9:30
Big up
till
SG.
1 a.m. And yeah, we've got Arch Nemesis. We'll be doing a DJ set in there, so it should be a lot of fun. Very excited. Will there be any unlocked merch this year? As I said, I'm working on it. I really hope so. I'll keep you guys updated. The answer is hopefully. Just need to finish a few details regarding that. Are the mazes wheelchair accessible? Yes, every Thorpe Park maze is wheelchair accessible. Any last questions that you guys have about SLK STN Unlocked before we start chatting about Fright Nights as a whole? And I haven't spoken about Stitches yet on a live stream. I'm literally begging to talk about that. But yeah, any questions that you guys have regarding Unlocked, let me know. Let me know. Tickets are being released on the 11th of October. I'll almost definitely be doing a live stream on that night, just celebrating with you guys and seeing who's coming. Obviously, I won't read out who's coming on the live stream, but if you put in the chat that you bought a ticket, I'll obviously be chatting with you. Can a 14-year-old go to the after party, bro? Unfortunately, the after party is for 16 plus if you're accompanied by an adult. Just because it's not my rule at all. I'd happily have everyone there, but I think because alcohol is being served like Thorpe Park legally aren't allowed. Like, I don't know, it's complicated, but unfortunately not. I genuinely wish like anyone could just come to the after party, but it is 16 plus, unfortunately, if you're accompanied by an adult. So apologies for that. There's not a lot I can do, unfortunately. I tried pushing for it, but it's how it is, unfortunately. Will there be rides? No rides. What is this day? I've just come in. So the event is on the, where is it? The 2nd of November, and tickets are being released on the 11th of October. And yeah, you will get unlimited access to all of the mazes, all of the scare zones, all of the shows will be available on that night. So yeah.
Yeah, my team from Thorpe will be jumping a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Can you do the WAP on the SLK main stage?
Absolute violation. Absolute violation. I'm not even going to answer that, Archides. In fact, that is a big fat red card. That is a big fat red card. Jack, why scare mazes at Thorpe Park £60? I mean, that's the price that they charge. But if you come to SLK STN Unlocked, then tickets won't be that expensive, and you can do them at unlimited times. Right. Yeah, absolute violation from Archides. I think that is the majority of the questions for SLK STN Unlocked. If you have any questions about the event, then you may be able to find the answer over on the website. I'll be updating this as time goes on. But otherwise, even if you head over to... Bloody hell, that's a lot of notifications. Even if you just head over to my Twitter, drop a question on this post, or same with my Instagram, and I'll do my absolute best to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, I'm so excited for it. And there is the official poster for it. This one is slightly different because Instagram doesn't accept the full size one, so I don't like this one quite as much as the Twitter one, but we won't talk about that. Right, yeah. I hope that answered any questions that you guys have about this year's event. I'm so excited. Big up Jacob in the chat. Only just seen you. Come on, absolute legend. The GOAT.
Risks being ejected from the resort. We thank you and hope you enjoy your experience in trailers.
Archie Deep said I saw you edit that on the plane. That's right. I was working on this poster on the flight back from Florida. So sick. But yeah, I think it's about time we have a little chat about this year's Fright Nights event in general, and in fact we'll chat about all Halloween events in the UK. Let me get up a little video first. Apologies everyone, I should have had this prepared, shouldn't I? But yeah, big up everyone that's so excited for the event. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so excited to see all of you there that come along. Do you do carers tickets for Unlocked? Unfortunately not. Like, there's just one ticket. Like, I'm not able to really like do any discounts or anything of the sort, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
my team from Thorpe will be jumping a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
That's definitely something that I'm willing to and happy to look into for next year, because it makes sense. Like, yeah, I'll look into that for next year, but unfortunately a little bit late this year. Apologies. Big up Lewis Dewar, thanks for the
my team
chat.
from Thorpe will be jumping a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Huge
Big up
fan
official
of SLK
AVF for the
STN
super chat.
Unlocked. but please can we have a shorter theater time, and more time in the mazes? I would love for you to talk again though. Ghost thumbs up.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Yes is the answer to that. There won't be that kind of talk at the start this year. We're doing the start of the event very differently to last year, which I'm excited for. But yeah, there won't be that talk in Angry Birds 4D at the start of the event this year. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. There you go. I won't say how we're starting the event this year, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. But yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. And yeah, now we've got Thorpe Park in the chat. We've got Thorpe Park themselves. So if you guys have any questions for Thorpe Park themselves, drop them in the chat right now. I'm gonna play the very final reveal video because I never got to play it on a live stream. So I'm gonna play it right now, and whilst it's playing, think of a question that you might have for Thorpe Park, drop it in the chat, and yeah, I'll pick some of the best ones to ask Thorpe Park themselves. So let's play the final reveal video for this year's Fright Nights because I was on a plane when it actually came out. Here we go.
It's now 8:46, and the Emporium is almost ready for business. We're expecting quite the queue, so I want to see the store in tip-top shape. I've pulled a few strings this evening and lured in some additional playmates. Let's give our newest friends a warm and cuddly welcome. I need not remind you our unconventional methods are strictly confidential, and therefore I ask to keep your mouth shut. Those that choose to ignore this instruction will be sent to the reject room. Forever. A selected few will experience a snippet of the inner workings within our factory. I do hope they become accustomed to our ways. Now, lights on, no toying around. And let the fun begin.
Come on. Right, question. Was I on screen that whole time? Because I looked over at my my streaming screen and I was just in the corner. If I was there the whole time, then I apologise. That's why I just turned it off halfway through. I was like, oh god. I was literally taking pictures to ask Thorpe Park in the chat as I was going through. So apologies if I was there for the whole thing. But yeah, the toy maker only went and killed Arch Nemesis. Well, she killed the janitor. Very good. So you came off halfway through. Yeah, apologies if I was. Yeah, I didn't think I was there the whole time. I was well confused. I looked over at this screen and I was just in the corner. So whatever happened, I apologise. But yeah, how sick is it's so sick watching that trailer back. Obviously so much work went into that from Kieran, myself, Archie, and yeah, I'm very excited for you guys to see the behind the scenes stuff that we filmed from all of those shoots. Really, really cool. And yeah, obviously the thing that got announced at the end was Stitches. Where's my camera? Wait, yeah, Stitches, the brand new maze for this year. Very, very cool. And yeah, we're going to talk all about that. In fact, I found some nice pictures. I found some nice questions, sorry. I took pictures, as you probably saw during the thing, that people have asked Thorpe Park. So, the first question I've got for Thorpe Park is from Fright Nights Updates Hub. On a scale of 1 to 10, how gory is Stitches compared to Creek Freak Massacre? So there you go. There you go, Thorpe. Oh, we'll wait for Thorpe Park to reply, but yeah. How exciting is it that this year our brand new maze is called Stitches? Yeah, I hope you all like that logo as well. That's actually my work. I actually designed that logo, which is sick. It was an amazing opportunity. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. Here we go. We've got a reply from Thorpe Park. Obviously, the question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how gory is Stitches compared to Creek Freak Massacre? And they've come back with a reply saying 6.5. Obviously, Creek Freak Massacre is literally chainsaw-wielding maniacs. Like, there's just blood everywhere. So that is obviously 10 out of 10 goriness. Yeah, Thorpe Park said 6.5. So make of that what you wish. Our next question. Where is it? I found... Where is it? I've lost it now. Alright, I'm just gonna find another one for the chat. I literally took a picture of it during the Oh, that was it. I can't remember who asked it, but there was a question saying, Thorpe Park, can you name us a room in Stitches? I don't know if Thorpe Park are going to answer that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that was a question that someone asked.
Right, that wasn't me, but thank you for the support, you lovely bunch. Stitches. Clown face red heart.
Big up Lewis Stewart, thank you for the super chat. Right, that wasn't me, but thank you for the support, you lovely bunch. And thank you again, Lewis Stewart. That was me, I actually love it. Right, something's going on here. Thorpe Park have replied to that question saying the reject room. So there you go. There obviously is mentioned in the this trailer at some point by the toy maker. But there you go. The reject room will officially be a room within Stitches. Theme Park Alex. This is another question for Thorpe Park. Do you get split up in Stitches? It's a very valid question. So there you go. We'll leave Thorpe Park to answer that. This is one of my favourite parts of our whole teaser. And you know what's sick, guys? Obviously, you've probably seen it by now, but that is actually the facade for Stitches. A lot of planning went into that. A hell of a lot of planning and work went into that from a lot of talented people. Big up Isaac. Big up Kieran. So sick. Really is. And then, yeah, as I said, absolutely honoured to have created the logo for a Fright Nights maze. I still can't comprehend it. Insane. Absolutely insane. I've just found another question to ask Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park Resort have replied to that question. Obviously, I can't remember who asked it, I'm afraid. But someone said, not in, do you get split up in Stitches? Thorpe Park have said, not intentionally, like in survival games. So obviously a massive part of survival games is you do get split up right from the bat. So yeah, I think basically what Thorpe Park is saying is there's a chance it might happen, but it's definitely not. It's not a big part of the experience. Like, yeah, I think that's the best way. The way Thorpe Park have tried to say it. Theme Park I has asked, is there any references to previous mazes in Stitches? So I'm going to add to that question. Are there any cool Easter eggs to look out within Stitches? That's our next question for Thorpe Park. And obviously these questions don't have to be Stitches related, by the way, guys. Any questions you have for Thorpe Park, I can't guarantee they'll answer it. But as I always say, it's worth a try, isn't it?
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on repping
Big up,
SLK.
Reese. Thank you for the super chat.
Stitches.
Survival games over Stitches. I mean, there's only one way you'll be able to tell. That's by experiencing both, really, isn't it? Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I think I actually missed the super
my
chat.
team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on repping SLK.
I have too much money.
I have too much. Brilliant. Thank you, Lewis Stewart. Honestly, don't feel like you have to super chat. Thank you, though. Thorpe Park have replied to that question with yes. So there will be Easter eggs / references to previous mazes, or maybe even future mazes within that attraction. So keep your eyes peeled when going through Stitches. I can tell you for a fact it's a very visually pleasing maze. Aston has asked, will the actors touch you in Stitches? There you go, that's Thorpe Park's next question. Will the actors be allowed to touch you? Obviously, survival games, they're very much allowed to touch you. Trailers, they don't really touch you. What are we saying in Stitches, Thorpe Park? I think I missed a question during the video. It was from Reese Nicholas, who said, Jack, you pumped for Fake Nights. In fact, I think I can just replay it. There it is. Thank you, Reese, for the super chat.
Jack, you pumped for Fake Nights tomorrow. Big up, SG.
Thank you for the super chat. I am very excited for Fake Nights. If you've watched one of my Fright Nights documentaries before, you'll know that Fake Nights is when kind of like the staff and entertainment management team and entertainment team get to test out all of the mazes. And yeah, Fake Nights is very soon. I can't wait. Can't wait. So yeah, Fright Nights very much starts this week. Thorpe Park have replied to that. To the question, will you get touched in Stitches? And they've said they may, but again, not like survival games. So obviously survival games is known as being a very, very
I actually
intense,
prefer Peppa Pig
kind of
World
like
over Thorpe
hands-on
Park.
maze. And yeah, it's not going to be as intense as that, because that is like survival games' big thing, isn't it? But yeah, they will be able to touch you in Stitches. Big up Thorpe Park for the answer. We'll do one more question for Thorpe Park. So I'll have a look in the chat. Airtime Madness says, what's the least scary maze at Fright Nights? I mean, I could probably answer that. I'd say Trailers is probably not the least scary, but it's probably the best maze to start on if you are scared of horror mazes. Oh, that's a good question from Fright Nights Updates Hub. I don't know if Thorpe Park are going to answer this one. But they have asked, any chainsaws this year? So I'll let Thorpe Park answer that. They might not want to, because obviously we have got the buckwheat brunch, but I'm talking about actual Fright Nights. Thorpe Park, like the actual Fright Nights event, not including buckwheat's brunch. We'll see if Thorpe Park answer this. As I say, you can't guarantee they'll answer everything, but we'll see. And then yeah, I wanna chat with you guys about what you guys are almost. There we go. Thorpe Park have said not answering. Fair enough. Fair enough. As I said, it's worth an ask, isn't it? It's worth an ask. We'll do one more question that they actually will be able to answer. Let me find one. trying to find a good question. Okay, that's a good one. Theme Parker Fall Guys said Thorpe Park is the toy maker herself in Stitches. So yeah, we'll let Thorpe Park answer that one. Holly's asking what is the latest show. If you mean like the latest in the day, I think it'll probably be a Creature Campus show. I think. Who knows? Thorpe Park might not even answer the question that we just asked. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train.
Big
Got
up.
the merch on
Hee for the super chat.
Can't wait to scare you lot in trailers soon. Evil smiley face.
Oh dear. That's a bit worrying. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
we've got an
my
answer
team
from
front
Thorpe
row when we
Park.
jump on a train. Got the merch on reppin' SLK.
Up the survival games massive.
Big
Let's
up,
go,
Chloe. Thank you
SG.
for the super chat. Up the survival games massive. Let's go, SG. Honestly, I'm so excited to get in these mazes.
Yeah,
This
my
week,
team
I can't
front
believe
row
how
when we
quickly
jump
it's
on a
come
train.
around.
Got the merch on reppin'
Oh my
SLK.
god.
So
Big up
excited
Theme
for
Park
my
Josh as
visit
well.
on Sunday.
So excited for my visit on Sunday. Oh my god. I'm so excited for you guys to experience it all this year. Right, so Thorpe Park
my team
answered
front row when we jump on a
some
train.
questions.
Got the merch on reppin' SLK.
Wait for this super
You'll
chat.
never know who I am, Lewis. I am sorry. Anyway, I am now bankrupt. Glad to support an amazing creator.
Thank you very much for the super chat again. Really appreciate it. Right, thank you. Thorpe Park said, not giving anything away inside the maze. Fair enough, fair enough. We've also seen a few people ask if the facade of Stitches will be left white or covered. It will be covered soon. So there you go. I feel like that's quite a big exclusive. I've actually got a picture of the current facade. Again, warning guys, it's going to be absolutely massive. Apologies. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. Let me make it a little bit smaller for you guys though, so you can actually see it. And stick it over here. So yeah, that is... Let me get... I'm over here. That is the current Stitches facade. I think this is like the first time it's been shown in the dark, which is sick. There it is. But yeah, as you can see, currently there's like a big white marquee behind it. A lot of people have been asking like, what's going on with that? Thorpe Park have now confirmed that it's not going to remain like that. It will be changing soon. I don't know when, but yeah, there you go. There's your answer. So this is not the final Stitches facade, and it's already looking pretty cool if I do say so myself. And
Yeah,
it's only going to get better. There you go.
On a train. Got the merch on reppin' SLK.
That's a little
Hey Jack,
exclusive
I
for
love
you guys.
watching your vlogs and looking forward to Exodus.
Thank you very much, Jess. Hey Jack, I love watching your vlogs and looking forward to Exodus. Oh, honestly, so am I. I'll be filming Exodus updates as soon as anything happens. Yeah, very excited for any progress with Project Exodus. Yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. How long is Stitches? I mean, it's hard to say. Like, mazes are kind of vary. It depends how quickly you walk through it. In terms of actual maze space, the marquee is a tiny bit bigger than the big top was back in the day. So if you ever did the big top, the marquees are pretty much the same size, if not a tiny bit bigger. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, massive thank you to Thorpe Park, by the way, for joining us for this live stream. I believe, I don't know if they're sticking around, but yeah, they've answered a lot of questions, and we tried to be cheeky with a few tricky questions. But yeah, they definitely gave us some very interesting information, some exclusives that have not been revealed yet. So there you go. Massive thank you to Thorpe Park. A big green W for Thorpe. But yeah, there you go. They said you're most welcome. Absolutely brilliant. You don't get this kind of interaction from the likes of Alton Towers, even Chessington, like Thorpe Park. They're the goats. Like, they're in live streams. They've got. If you haven't joined their Merlin annual their pass holder page. It's not actually like a Merlin dedicated page. Even if you have a full part pass,
my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the
they
merch
post
on
loads of like
reppin'
behind the scenes
SLK.
stuff over there. They answer questions. Basically, what
Which
they're doing
one are
in
you
this
most
live
excited
stream,
to either
they do over on
revisit
their
or see for the
Pathholder
first
Facebook
time?
page, so be sure to go over and join that if you've got a Merlin or...
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Sorry, I missed
Lewis
some super chats there.
SSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSSssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssssss
super chat. Jack, love you, mate. For how long is Stitches? I've kind of answered that one, haven't I? It's hard to say like a length because obviously some people run through mazes, some people just dawdle through them. But I'd say it's a similar length to what Big Top used to be because it's in a similar size marquee. That's my answer to that question. TP Alex, thank you for the super chat. Which one are you most excited to either revisit or see for the first time? It's a tricky one for me to answer because obviously I've been quite involved with Fright Nights this year, so I've kind of seen Stitches come to life. But I'm very excited for people to go through it and check it out for themselves. I can't wait to sit down on opening weekend or after opening weekend and just watch loads of like vlogs and reviews from this year's Fright Nights. Yeah, I'll obviously be uploading my maze videos. I'm not sure when yet, but they will be coming soon. This week they will be out. I just don't know what day yet. Are we going to get chased out of this one? That's a great question, and I'm going to say absolutely nothing about it. Let me get rid of this. Head back into the middle. But yeah, genuinely, I'm so excited that Fright Nights is coming around again. It's pretty much here already. As I said, absolutely gutted that I haven't been able to film any construction updates this year. But as I said, I've been working on loads of other cool stuff. Like I literally made the logo for the new maze this year, which I still struggle to comprehend. Absolutely insane. Forever grateful for these opportunities. And yeah, I've been massively working on SLK STN Unlocked, which I'm so excited for. And yeah, I can't wait to kind of celebrate Fright Nights and this season at that event and the after party in particular with you all. RNC Fishing said, where is Lucifer's Lair? It's located outside of Ghost Train, so where kind of the Oktoberfest hub has been the past few weeks. Coaster Central said, best order to do the mazes if you're scared. I'd definitely say trailers first, just because it's probably the easiest maze to go through, I'd say. And then, to be honest, the next two, it depends what you're scared of. Obviously, survival games is a very intense kind of physical maze where you will get touched, you will get kind of separated from your group. So if you're scared of that kind of thing, then that's probably the most scary maze. But obviously, Stitches, I won't say too much, but it's based around a toy factory. So if you're scared of certain things related to that, then maybe you'll find Stitches scarier. Will we be celebrating Exodus at your event? Said Dominic. Of course we will, Dominic. We'll always be celebrating Exodus. Yeah. Let me, I haven't done a poll yet in this stream, so let's get a poll in the chat. Answer viewer questions live. Yo, that's a new feature. I feel like I should have used that today. Thorpe Park will be very happy, because as I said, it's such a nightmare with Thorpe Park in the chat. Like, I have to like find a question, but it looks like YouTube might have introduced a feature called Q&A, which is awesome. I'll have to try that out in the next live stream.
My team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Trailers is #1. You are not ready, evil smiley face.
Big up Trailers fan, thank you very much. Trailers is #1, you are not ready. Oh boy, very exciting indeed. I was going to put the poll as what maze are you most excited for, but I'm actually going to put it as what maze are you heading to first. Because some people I feel like will go straight to Stitches, obviously the new maze. Whereas some people might start.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
It's not Callum. I am sorry, Lewis.
Big up theme park Matt. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know what's going on with all this Lewis duo beef.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump
Thank
on
you,
the
Chloe,
train.
for the
Got the
super
merch
chat.
on reppin' SLK.
Again, it's about Lewis
Lewis
Stewart. He's just taken over the stream.
Don't stack it.
Thank you for the super chat though. Right, there's a poll in the live chat right now, guys. Go and vote as to what maze you are heading to first at this year's Fright Nights. Will it be Stitches, the brand new maze? Will it be Survival Games, one of the most intense mazes Thorpe Park have ever done? And I'm hearing it's even more intense this year. Don't hold me to that, but I'm hearing terrifying things. Or are you heading to Trailers, which I've also heard is amazing this year. It was running amazingly during Bozos at Carnival. And yeah, I'm hearing good things for this year. So yeah, head into the live chat right now. And whilst you're there, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the stream. Honestly, I've had so much fun on this stream. And we're not done yet, by any means. I'm happy to sit here and answer any questions you guys had, be it about SLKSCN Unlocked, or Fright Nights, or anything. I love a good live stream. It's nice to be back. And yeah, I'm just so excited for Fright Nights this week.
To trailers. This is a live action scare maze.
I'll leave the poll in the live chat for a little bit longer.
Please listen carefully. Once inside, there is to be no eating, drinking.
Lewis, Matt's just text our group chat saying he's bankrupt. Never bankrupt yourself because of super chats. Honestly, I appreciate super chats so much, but don't feel like you have to at all.
There is strictly no flash photography or filming allowed. If you
Joe
suffer
said,
from
always the
any
best
heart,
always the best kept till last. Survivor Games was so good last year. That's great to hear. I'm excited to see the results of this poll. I think we'll give it one more minute and then I'll take a look at the results. But yeah, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the stream if you haven't already. Big up Finn in the chat. How you doing? Always trailers first. I mean, I low-key agree. Like, it's the best one to start on. But it depends on what you're kind of scared of, I guess. Some people are absolutely terrified by that doll room in trailers where they're just dolls either side. Right, I'm going to end the poll right about there. Let's see what people are heading to first this year. I feel like there's definitely going to be some actors in this stream right now that are excited to see people go into their maze. Excited to terrorise them, that is. Right, 44% of you voted for trailers as their first maze for this year.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on reppin' SLK.
And 15%
Stitches,
voted Survival
aka
Games.
Five Nights at Freddy's the Maze.
Basically, people are avoiding survival games at all costs, apart from a brave 15% of you. GG.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on reppin' SLK.
Thank you, Luke O'Neill, for
Expecting to
the
be
super
chased
chat, by
out
the
of
way.
Stitches by a chainsaw.
Luke O'Neill said Stitches, aka Five Nights at Freddy's the Maze. Honestly,
Yeah, my
I
team
would
front row when
love
we
an
jump on a
actual
train.
Five
Got the
Nights at
merch on
Freddy's
reppin'
Maze. I
SLK.
really want HHN
Nah
to do one.
SG number 1.
And Arch Nemesis thinks that next year we will get a Five
Yeah,
Nights at
my
Freddy's
team
Maze.
front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on
So I'm
reppin'
very excited for that,
SLK.
if that happens.
Are we gonna get a creepy caves after dark vid this year? And what scare event are you most excited about apart from FN? Smile.
Good questions, very good questions. Apologies, I missed some super chats, so I'm just going to go back. I think I missed Reese's, who said, nah, Survival Games #1. Arch Nemesis is in the chat saying, soon come, he wants a Five Nights at Freddy's Maze a lot. Right, what else have we got? Nathan, super chatted, thank you very much, said, expecting to be chased out of Stitches by a chainsaw. Obviously, I'm not saying anything. Chainsaws, of course, are gone from Creek Freak Massacre. It got demolished earlier this year to make way for Project Exodus. Big W there. Big W for Exodus taking over the Buckwheats home. Oh, I'm glad I'm not going to see any Buckwheats this year because they absolutely violate me, the amount I've laughed at them this past year. And the answer is no, I'm not doing buckwheat brunch because I know I'll just get violated because Project Exodus over the buckwheats all day. So I'm just avoiding them this year. They can't touch me. They can't touch me. I've just had a thought. They're going to be at my event, aren't they? Last year they just brought out loads of roaming characters. Oh god. That's not a good thought. I'm going to get absolutely violated. I've done nothing but rinse the buckwheats all year. That's a scary thought. Right, I'm going to need some bodyguards at my event. Shit. Right, oh god. Lily also super chatted saying, are we going to get a creepy caves after dark vid this year? And what scare event are you most excited for apart from Fright Nights? Right, so we filmed a creepy caves after dark video last year, and it was genuinely one of the biggest violations we've ever filmed on camera. Like, it was, like, the video is actually insane. I don't say that very often. I don't like to hype things up, but the things they did to us were crazy. But basically, I'm gonna have to show you guys this. Basically, I filmed a video from. This answers the other question: what scare event am I most excited for? The answer is probably this one. It's called Horror at Hinchinbrook House. It's absolutely terrifying. It's a like hour-long scare experience. Absolutely terrifying. Horror at Hinchinbrook House. Like, look at this is the stuff they do in there. There's different kind of characters in the maze. Not necessarily the most legit characters, but it's fine. You've got some Squid Games. Basically, we got violated in this video as well. This is one of my favourite bits in the whole video. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I laugh every time I see it. They floor Archie Neves. But yeah, basically, I say, I think it's going up. There's a vomit warning, put it that way. Arch Nemesis does not have a good time in this maze. Look, you see? Look, here it is. This is Creepy Caves After Dark, right? I basically said, if this video gets 1,000 likes, it's gone now. But yeah, if this video got 1,000 likes, I said I'd upload the Creepy Caves After Dark video. It never got 1,000 likes, so it just didn't get uploaded. So if you want to see Creepy Caves After Dark, go and give the Horror at Hinchinbrook video a like. And there you go. Because yeah, this video is a violation, but the Creepy Caves After Dark one, even worse. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there, didn't I? But yeah, I'm very excited to go back to Horror at Hinchinbrook House this year. Absolutely incredible attraction. Finn said, I'll pass the message on to the buckwheats that you don't want to see them. Not sure they'll be too happy. You know what? That's fine, because I won't see them. I don't have to deal with the repercussions. But I've obviously realised that it might be I might put a word in with Thorpe Park and genuinely ask for there to be no buckwheats at my event. Because I can't be dealing with the violation that's coming. Deary me. But yeah, the answer to that is, if that video gets 1,000 likes, then I'll try my best to get that Creepy Caves video uploaded. Obviously Creepy Caves is gone now, so it's a kind of legacy bit of content now. But yeah, there's loads and loads of other amazing scare events in this country that we're definitely going to try and check out this year. Obviously you've got Fear over at Avon Valley. One of my favourite events. We do quite a lot of work with them as well. Absolutely incredible mazes over there. I'm going to be checking out Alton Towers Scarefest this year. Not the biggest fan of Scarefest in the past few years. I'm interested by Daz Games Panic. Not necessarily the most excited to go in there.
Yeah,
Really
my team
weird
front
choice
row when
in
we
my
jump on a
opinion,
train. Got the
but
merch
I'm
on,
going in with
reppin'
an open
SLK.
mind. We'll see what it's like. We'll see what it's saying.
Lewis, are we still friends? Sad face.
And I'm excited to check out the kind of new version of Skin Snatchers as well. Big up Theme Park Matt again for the super chat. Still just chatting to Lewis. I'm sure you've got his number. You might as well just text him rather than super chatting. The Howl, yeah, another great great event here in the UK. Big up Lee Searle in the chat. How you doing? But yeah, genuinely, the fact that Halloween is here is so exciting. I cannot wait to not only check out everything at Fright Nights, check out loads and loads of events around the country. Go and support your local kind of scream parks, your local farm parks, because there's so much kind of like unique stuff that gets kind of created at these smaller events. So yeah, you guys got to support your local haunts. Halloween as well, yeah. Excited to check that out at some point. I don't know when I'm checking Halloween at Chessington out, but I'll definitely head there. Obviously they've got their kind of like Creepy Caves replacement, although it's not as intense as Creepy Caves was, but they've got something that was where Creepy Caves was. Obviously we've got Vile Villages again as well. But yeah, as I said, I'll be at Thorpe Park Fright Nights a load over Halloween, throughout the entire Halloween season. I can't wait for you guys to see all of the shows, the mazes, the attractions that the team have been working so hard on. And yeah, I can't wait to, as I said, sit down after opening weekend and throughout the entire event and just watch Fright Nights vlogs and see what everyone's thinking. It really is the most wonderful time of the year, isn't it? In fact, I was going to put a poll for Christmas or Halloween, but I know the answer is going to be. It's going to be Halloween, isn't it?
Will you do Tully's this year? Great event.
Big up Luke O'Neill, thanks for the super chat. Will you do Tully's this year? Great event. You know what? I've done Tully's so much over the years that I don't normally go every year anymore. Big fan of Tully's. Like, they've got some incredible attractions. Doomtown was really, really cool last year. Don't support our local farm park chat. Said Archie Deeves. Archie Deeves has been to Tully's this year. So yeah, you'll have to ask him what he thought of it. But I don't think I'll be going this year, to be honest. I've got my Fright Nights. I'm happy. I'm very happy. But yeah, I've been live for over an hour at this point. I've had so much fun this evening. Obviously, the main reason for this stream was, of course, SLK ST Unlocked. Tickets will be coming out on the 11th of October. So yeah, I'll be releasing more details over the coming week about ticket pricing, more details about just the whole event. But yeah, ultimately, tickets will be on sale next Wednesday for SLK STL Unlocked. I can't wait. The actual event is on the 2nd of November. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. Fright Nights documentary 2023. It will be coming. I just don't know when. It might be released next year in the build up to next year's Fright Nights, or I might be able to get it edited and release it sooner.
Yeah,
Dunno.
my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
£17 and I actually don't have Lewis' number. I think he would block me if I did.
Big up Theme Park Matt, £70 in. I actually don't have Lewis's number. I think he actually would block me for it. Maybe just ask him for it or something rather than talking to him via super chat. As much as I appreciate it. Deck said, did buses run to the station? I think buses were running on my event day last year. That's a good question that I will find out for you. And I will release that detail at some point over the next week when I find out. Good question. Big up Dominic, absolute legend. Can't wait to see you later this week, mate. What time will the SOK SCN Unlocked event start? I don't have a solid time yet. As I said, over this next week or so, I will be releasing actual solid details. But it will be around 6-ish. Mazes, I think, will open at 6:30 up until 9, with then an Amity show after that. So, yeah, I think roughly around 6. I'd recommend kind of aiming to get to the
my team front row will be
maybe a bit
jumping a
earlier.
train. Got the merch on.
I'll let you know for sure this week.
Lewis?
Thanks, Theme Park Mag. Just said Lewis. Yeah, genuinely, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. We've had a brilliant live stream chatting about the event. The amount of times I've got that wrong. I mean,
my team front row will be jumping a train. Got the merch on.
Thorpe Park, obviously, in the chat, they answered some
Will the rides be
exclusive
open?
questions. Big up Liam, will the rides be open? No. No rides will be open at SLKSC Unlocked. It is a Fright Nights event. And although rides are open at Fright Nights, this is all about the mazes. You're going to be wanting to do the mazes as many times as possible. So yeah, unfortunately no rides, but you can do the mazes an unlimited amount of times. And yeah, there is a limited amount of tickets, so the queues should be minimal. Like last year, the longest anyone waited, I think, was like 5-10 minutes. Like, you're walking into most mazes, if not a tiny little 5-10 minute wait. And believe me, the run-throughs were intense during last year's event. They were very intense. Will the Thorpe Park Hotel be open for the event? I don't think so, unfortunately. It's very complicated to organise. I don't think so, but there are loads of local hotels. Like, you've got travel lodges in Staines, you've got travel lodge in Chertsey and Staines, you've got Premier Inns. So there are options if you want to stay locally, but unfortunately I don't think the Shark will be open for the event.
Yeah, my team front row will be jumping a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK.
Are you going to Fright Nights this weekend?
Thank you very much for the super chat, Callum. Are you going to Fright Nights this weekend? I'll be there pretty much all week, even on the closed days, just working on stuff. Their opening day, I don't think I'll be there on Saturday or Sunday. We're trying out some other scare events over the weekend, I think. Never say never, but our current plan is to check out some other events on Saturday, Sunday. But I should be there Friday. I'll probably be running around with a camera though. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. It's honestly been so fun being back live again. And yeah, I'll be seeing loads of you, I'm sure, over this Halloween season at Fright Nights, at other scare events, and definitely at SLK STN Unlocked. I might be going live next week on the 11th, on Wednesday the 11th, when tickets are released. I'll let you all know for sure. And then yeah, the event itself is on the 2nd of November, and I will definitely be there. And yeah, the Fright Nights videos and like the POVs of me going through the mazes will be going out this week as well. Not too sure on the day. Hopefully Thursday or Friday. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. I've seen one more super chat come through, so I'm just going to wait for it to come up on stream, and then we will wrap up. Big up, Jacob. Can't wait to see you again, bro. I need to reply to your message, actually, Jacob. I'll do that after the stream. But yeah, can't wait to see you again, bro. Big up all the moderators as well. Absolute legends. I think everyone's been here tonight. We've had Archie D's, we've had Arch Nemesis, we've had Finn, we've had Lee, we've had Karen Silkstone. Big up the moderators. Come on. Right. Is this super chat going to come through? Doesn't seem like it wants to. Will you film the event? Yes. I don't know how I'm going to release footage, because I still haven't released much footage from last year's SLK STN Unlocked. But there will be photographers going around. Very talented photographers, may I say. Kind of getting photos of everyone that will then be available after the event. Right, I don't think this super chat wants to come through, so I'm going to just find it manually. It is from Michael Daniels, and it's a currency I don't recognise, which is why I looked so confused a second ago. Hiya, you should try Cursed. They have a few zones. I'm not sure where Cursed is. Let me have a quick Google for Cursed Scare Event. I'm also going to find out what currency that is. CZK currency. Czech Corona. The Czech Republic. Well. Cursed Essex #1 scare event. Maybe that's what you're talking about though. Cursed Fright Nights. Essex #1 Halloween event. Maybe that's one for me and the boys to go and check out.
Yeah, my
there it is.
There's got the merch on reppin' SLK.
Hiya, you should try Cursed. They have a few zones.
I will I'll look into this. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching tonight's stream. I shall see you all very soon, hopefully at my event or next Wednesday when tickets come out. Big up everyone though. Have a good evening. Goodbye.
This is our legacy.
Camera action.